Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the homestead. So it's about the end of August right now, which means that hunting season, bow season specifically, is right around the corner. The beginning of September is just a few days away, and it's time for me to start thinking about the hunting season. So I'm going to take you guys into the woods, show you this little spot I found that I'm thinking of putting my tree stand up. When we get back here to the homestead, we're going to put together a deer feeder. I've never put one of these deer feeders together. I've never even used a deer feeder. In New England, we were not allowed to bait, but down here we can. So I'm going to give this a try. So let's get into the woods and I'll show you the spot I'm thinking of. And them crazy chickens, don't you follow me in the woods now. All right, guys, as you can see, that tree right there, that's the tree I'm thinking of. We'll walk out this way a little bit and I'll show it to you. But I wanted to show you this area back here. So I'm thinking right in here is where I'm going to put my tree stand, my deer stand, I'm sorry guys, my deer feeder. These two trees will come out. This tree right here will come out. Probably a few of these saplings in here will all come out. I'll also clear all the underbrush out through this area and out and over in this area so that I'll have a nice field of view going all the way through there, and a nice bunch of shooting lanes. But let's take a look down here. Oh, the cows are in the back pasture. I can hear them. Can you guys hear the cows? So all of this scrub brush here, this will all get cut down and taken out. So I'm thinking, there's that beautiful big oak tree right there. Can't miss it, right there. And I'm about, I don't know, I'm about 20 yards away, and it's another 30 yards to where the pasture is. But you can see It's fairly open back here, going in many directions. And if I can get some of this stuff and this stuff taken out, I think I'll have a pretty good field of view. And I want the sun to be able to come down in here, because I've got a solar charger for that deer feeder, so that'll help me keep from having to worry about changing batteries out all the time. And I would like some sun in here, because in the spring I'll come back here and I'll throw a bunch of clover and rye and stuff in here and see if it'll grow up and see if we can get some kind of food plot going. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to the camper and to the homestead. Let's get that deer feeder put together. That didn't take long, guys. It's not that bad. Just a short trip, maybe 75 yards into the woods. It's not that bad. Not that bad at all. And no hills, which is kind of my favorite part. But let's get over here and I'll show you this deer feeder that I got. All right. What we have here is a Wild Game Innovation Quickset 225 30-gallon deer feeder. I got the battery, I got the solar charger. I'm not sponsored by these guys. It was literally the cheapest one that I could find, and it happened to be at the Walmart, so that's the one I'm going with, and we'll make upgrades as we need to. So let me get you guys all set up, and we'll get this thing out of the box and we'll get it put together. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Watch out, Rob. Got the bucket, got a lid. I bet this is my timer box. I'm gonna put that over here. Looks like our legs. And legs. All right. Let's see if I can find some instructions for this thing. Okay, guys. 2 sets of instructions. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of details because this isn't a how-to channel. I'm going to throw you guys on time lapse, and if I run into any trouble, I'll stop it and I'll let you know. Alright guys, it seems this little peg doesn't really want to go in these holes. I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and figure it out. I might have to open it up a little bit. All right, guys, let me show you what I got. So this hinge, if you look right in here, you got to push this little push pin, these three, through this shim, and then through the hinge and down into the bucket. You can see they come through right there. So it goes together and it seems pretty solid, but there's not enough room, so that's why you saw me banging on it with a pin. All right, I'm gonna set you guys back up, go to the next stage of this. I don't know, would you call it a build? I guess you'd call it a build. Let's get this thing together. Alright guys, according to the instructions, we got to put our bill tube on and our box with our motor on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull that out so you guys can see. So it says you take this little cone that sits on here like this, and it says center it and drill out so you can put screws in. But instead of trying to figure it out like this, you can put this in and it'll center it and go that way. Let me get a drill and we'll drill it out. Look at guys, Rocco has come to join me. Okay, here's my hardware, guys. I'm gonna assume that it's, I don't know, these four? I'm gonna assume it's the self-tappers. That, guys, fits like a glove. Let me show you guys. See the little X's in there, and then you can see it on here, so it snaps right in. Look at that, holds it right in place. Very nice. All right, well, it seems to work. All I got to do now is get the solar panel put on and make sure that's charging the battery. All right, guys, I think I got it all together. It seems to be working. Solar panel seems to be charging. What do I think of the Wild Game Innovations 225 feeder? Well, I'm not loving the legs. As you move it around, they don't lock in. That's not that great. That could be a pain in the butt, especially if it is full of feed. So I might put some self-tapping screws in here where the joint is, just to kind of hold them all in place. I mean, it's under $100 at Walmart. It should get the job done, but if China isn't careful, they're either going to run out of plastic or cheap before long, because they can't keep doing this, or they're just gonna run out. Alrighty, guys, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.